You're not away from going in at all. Lucas though, with the ball across the box. It's Heung-min Son. He should have buried that. What is going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. In this one we are looking at the FIFA 19 demo. So just to get straight into it, we are looking at the new features, and it's the UEFA Champions League is the main focus, as EA bought the licensing this year for it. So play the pinnacle of club football across a variety of game modes in FIFA 19, with official match presentation, breadth in tournament experiences including UEFA Champions League, UEFA Europa League and UEFA Super Cup, and all new commentary team in Derek Ray and Lee Dixon. So it looks like they have gone for the authenticity, which is a major plus, because I have been looking for a bit more realism in FIFA for years. You know, it has felt like a repetitive game over the past few years, and I have been looking for that realism. So maybe the UEFA Champions League package in FIFA 19 can provide that. Moving on, Kick-Off, new ways to play. Choose from a variety of different match types, from cup finals to custom house rules such as survival, long range, headers and volleys, and more. Stat tracking, create your own Kick-Off name to track your match stats when you play Kick-Off with friends. So there's a new stat system which I'll show you shortly, as well as all the new different games to play. Now in the demo there is only the UEFA Champions League. There is no survival or long range or anything like that, but it will be included in Kick-Off in the main release on September 27th. New gameplay features, Active Touch System. The new Active Touch System fundamentally changes the way you receive and strike the ball, providing closer control, improved fluidity, creativity and increased player personality. 50-50 battles. With 50-50 battles, the user reactions and player attributes determine the outcome of winning and losing battles across the pitch. With increased teammate intelligence and spatial awareness, every challenge matters in the fight for possession. Just to quickly touch about the 50-50 battles, I have noticed this. I have played like 1 or 2 matches of the demo already, and I have noticed the increased number of 50-50 battles. The referee doesn't seem to get involved a lot. He only really blows his whistle for actual proper fouls. And for years in FIFA, this has sort of been a thing. It's sort of been like a, you know, ref, why are you blowing your whistle? It was a 50-50 challenge, and I'm so glad they've brought this in on FIFA 19, because it sort of touches on the realism that you sort of want from FIFA, that you expect from FIFA, being the leading football title. As for the Active Touch System, I have noticed this. I have really noticed this in the gameplay. The gameplay feels really good. I'll touch upon this in the actual match, but as far as this is concerned, you know, it feels good. It feels good. New gameplay features, Dynamic Tactics. A reimagined system gives players the tools to set multiple tactical approaches, offering in-depth customization pre-match, as well as more options for dynamic in-match adjustments from the D-pad or directional arrows. Timed finishing. Double tapping shoot on any strike attempt triggers a timed finish, putting users in control of how accurately they connect with the ball. The precision of the second button tap determines the result of the contact, and perfectly timed strikes increasing the accuracy and power, and poorly timed contacts more likely to miss the mark. So the composure stat on players was brought in last year, and it did play a part somewhat, but I do believe that the composure stat this year will play a huge part in the timed finishing and first touch mechanics within this game. As for the dynamic tactics, you can literally change. So if you're unbalanced and you're playing like a 4-3-3, you can, and then if you switch to defensive or ultra defensive, your formation can literally change without having to go into the pause menu in team management. You can literally go into you can set this before a match, and you can literally set your formation, like, say, I don't know, 5-3-2 on defensive and ultra defensive, to basically change the way your team plays. Sort of like how it would happen in a real life match. You know, on the defense you would literally change your formation to suit the defense better, rather than just staying as a 4-3-3. Because 4-3-3 isn't really a defensive formation, whereas a 5-4-1 is, or a 5-3-2 is even. So you kind of see the point. FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. Build your dream squad from thousands of players and compete in the most popular mode in FIFA, featuring content from the Champions League and the Europa League. The world's most prestigious club competitions come to life within FIFA 19 Ultimate Team. So basically what they're doing is, the team of the weeks and everything like that, they're going to have special events, but more touching up on sort of inform or best of team of the weeks for the UEFA Champions League, man of the match cards and stuff like that. So kind of what they have touched upon in cup competitions in the past with the orange cards, but more specifically Champions League and Europa League cards. So again, I mean, I'm not an Ultimate Team player much, but I suppose adding this in does provide a little bit more customization for people who do play the game mode. The Journey Champions. Become a champion through stories of Alex Hunter, Danny Williams and Kim Hunter. Each hero will face career-defining choices and football challenges along their journey as we guide the 3 stars to the glory in either the UEFA Champions League or on an international stage. So I have looked a bit more into this, and basically I believe that the journey will have 3 separate stories, one for Danny Williams, one for Alex Hunter and one for Kim Hunter, and basically you will have basically the choice of playing all 3 stories in one game mode. It's not going to jump from Hunter to Williams to Kim Hunter like it did in FIFA 18. It's going to be like 3 separate stories all linking in with each other. So I really like that. I really do like the idea of that. So moving on to the menus, guys, and as you can see, all we can really do is kick off in the journey. Now, I will do a separate video on the journey, but right now we're just going to play a kick-off match to basically see how the game feels, and I'll talk upon the gameplay and everything in the actual game. So let's get into that. So moving on to the kick-off mode, this is the first menu that you get. UEFA Champions League. Play a match in the UEFA Champions League. Choose to play in a one-off group stage match, the home and away semi-finals, or the UEFA Champions League final. As you can see on the screen though, there is classic match, there is home and away, best of series, cup final, and house rules. House rules is basically like, I think that's sort of like survival and stuff like that. But we'll touch upon each of these quickly. So classic match is play a classic match off with any teams. Home and away, this is a 2-leg match where you play both home and away to determine the winner. The winner is determined by the aggregate score, which the team is scored by the most goals from the 2 matches. If still drawn, the team with the most away goals will determine the winner. So basically the away goal still applies. The away goal rule applies just like it does in real life. The best of series, play in a 3 or 5 match series to determine the overall winner for the competition. So like I say, best of 3 or best of 5. Same, like straightforward. Cup final, select any cup final competition to play. Can't speak English. Select any cup competition to play in the finals of your preferred cup. The competitions will be sorted in alphabetical order and also feature some cup finals which are competitions from authentic broadcast experiences. So sort of like the FA Cup, the Europa League, the Champions League, Copa del Rey, stuff like that. And house rules, choose from a variety of different ways to play with house rules, tap matches. From long range to headers and volleys, each match type will have unique rules. So yeah, survival, headers and volleys, long range, this all comes into play here. So we're going to just jump, and obviously we can't select any of the other 5, so we're just going to jump into UEFA Champions League. And obviously you can play the UCL group stage, the semi-finals, or the Champions League final. Obviously we can't select these 2 because they're not in the demo, but we can play a one-off kick-off match in the group stage. So let's jump into that now. Alright guys, and the UEFA Champions League group stage. So we are against world-class AI. Yeah, I'll touch a bit more upon that in the game, like I say, but we're going to randomize the teams. So I'm going to do 3 randomizations to select the team that I'm going to play with. So it's 1, 2, and 3. Spurs. Okay, I'll take Spurs. I will take Spurs. I'll take Spurs. For the opponents, we have 1, 2, and 3. Atletico Madrid. Oh, tough match. Could be very, very could be interesting, this one. But if we quickly press the right stick in, we can have a look at the advantage settings, and it basically says choosing the starting score will determine what difficulty you want the CPU AI teammates to be. Adjusting this difficulty will affect how your own AI teammates play with and without the ball. So you can literally set the average score, you can set the starting score to anything you want. So you can give Atletico Madrid a 2-0 lead straight from kickoff, or yourself a 2-0 lead straight from kickoff, that kind of thing. Especially if you're playing kickoff with your friends and they're terrible at FIFA, you can give them a 5-0 advantage, and you can then make a comeback to a 6-5 win. But yeah, basically, let's get into this. Alright guys, so the menu is as follows. You've got the exact same bottom line as usual, but you also have detailed stats. So if we quickly have a look at detailed stats, you can clearly see obviously any fouls that you have, any yellow cards, any red cards, stuff like that. you've got the overall wins at the top. You've got match stats, so winning, like win-loss ratios, win streaks, biggest win, stuff like that. Fouls, yellow cards, red cards, they all get counted. Obviously, whoever wins match type wins is whoever wins in, like, say, classic match 2, League Cup finals, blah blah blah. And then obviously goal line, timeline, how many goals you or the AI score within a certain period of time throughout the match. So the first 15 minutes, then 15 to 30, 30 to 45. You basically see what's happening here. Every third of the match, basically. Total goals scored, how they're scored, so penalties, free kicks, long range or short range. Short range being in the box, long range being outside of the box. Free kicks and penalties speak for themselves. Shooting stats is basically, as you can see, goal difference, goals conceded, goals scored, shots per match, clean sheets, all that good stuff. And then obviously ball possession, basically everything gets tracked. So you can see how well you play in FIFA 19, which I really, really like, because in previous FIFAs I have played really well with the ball, and like I am a possession-based player. As Rotexit will tell you. And basically, this whole stat mechanic, if you like, is really, really helpful. So I do like this. Anyway, we're going to have a quick look at the team management, and we're just going to skip that because that's nothing new. But we're going to go with Kane up top. I'm looking at Lucas to start instead of Dyer. I'm going to move Ali into the midfield. I'm going to move Eriksen into cam. Lucas as sort of like attack and right wing. So we're going to move Son as a left wing, Kane and Eriksen as our attackers, Dembele and Ali in midfield. I'm not sure if I want Trippier at centre back. I want Alderweireld and I want Vertonghen at centre back. I want Danny Rose at left back, and that's going to be it. I think that's solid. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it like that. So basically, that's going to be our team for this match. As for editing game plans, if we quickly have a look, if we press the left trigger, it brings up this menu. Now you can change what formation you want when you're attacking, ultra attacking, defensive, or ultra defensive. And like I say, it basically switches it on the go. So if we edit defensive, and we just switch things around back to the way they were, we can go to formations and we can literally select, if we press 5-3-2, go back to squad, Lucas, Son and Dembele. I want Lucas up top with Kane, but the three, basically that would be it. So if we confirm the game plan by pressing B, that confirms that. So if we go back to game plan now, as you can see, if we were to go defensive, the formation would change. So you can see why this would be a very good feature, because you wouldn't have to pause the game in order to... Hang on guys. Ali for... Why is Lucas there? Lucas... Dembele... Ali in the middle. Alright, that's that. So basically, as you can see, it'll change the formation on the go. So if we quickly go back to defensive, yeah. I messed up. Dembele is the centre back, because Dembele's got really good jumping, he's really good in the air. So we'll confirm that game plan. So that's basically how this works. So balanced is your normal formation. Then if you were to change to defensive, it would go to 5-3-2. If you were to go attacking, you can change it to a 4-2-4 if you really wanted to. Ultra attacking, you can change it to any formation you really want. But that's basically how that mechanic works, and I just thought I'd walk you through that. So this is, like I say, this is the team we're going to go with. We're going to just back out there and we're going to press play match.
Good evening and welcome ahead of what should be a pulsating night of football. My name's Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary on this game is the former Arsenal and England fullback Lee Dixon. And we're ready for UEFA Champions League group stage action tonight. It is Tottenham Hotspur against Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, the long road to the final starts here in game one. Always think that if you win your home games and don't lose your away games, you've got a good chance of progressing.
understandable that we're focusing on Christian Eriksen, so often the man to make his team tick. Will it happen tonight?
Well, if I'm playing against Eriksen, I'm putting a man really tight on him. Close his space down, don't give him that time on the ball, because if you do, you better back off.
Tell you what, Lee, whatever way you slice it, Atletico have been one of Europe's foremost clubs in recent years, and of course it was all capped off with a 2018 Europa League triumph.
Well, that's right, and sometimes they go under the radar with Real Madrid and Barcelona above them, but they're a really, really good football team, and they're managed well, coached well, and they've got some talent in their squad as well.
Introducing the Spurs starting 11. Hugo Lloris begins this game in goal. Toby Alderweireld plays with Jan Vertonghen at the back. And in attack, the always dangerous Harry Kane. And this is the starting lineup for Atletico. Jan Oblak gets the nod in goal. Diego Godin plays alongside Jose Maria Jimenez in central defence. And in attack, Diego Costa starts alongside Antoine Griezmann.
Alright guys, so I thought I'd stay silent during that, just to show you everything that was included in the intro. So, let's get into this. But basically, I'll say this now. I'll say it now. The passing does seem a lot sharper. Obviously, with that's the thing. But pass blocking, the pass block. That was going to be a foul. The pass block system is obviously in the game, and obviously the player movement does seem a lot better. It does seem a lot more natural. And obviously the passing, like I say, the passing does seem to be where I want it to go. Cross comes into the box. Lucas is at the back post, but Lucas is not going to win that. Dembele, that's a corner. But yeah, the passes seem to go where I want them to. Player movements do seem a lot better, in my opinion. You know, they do seem a lot more realistic. Vertonghen, just let that run. Or don't. Shit, I thought it was going out. I do sincerely apologise. Strength him out.
Now Griezmann. Atletico have an awful lot of space here.
Trippier win that. Oof. Let's not. Right, Trippier. Eriksen. Down your line. Lucas. You're away from Godin, mate. You're not away from Godin at all. Lucas, though. With the ball across the box, it's Heung-min Son. He should have buried that.
And he'll be disappointed here.
Well, 0-0. It should be 1-0. It really should.
Son should be burying that. I'm sorry, Son should be burying that. Either way, that was a very good chance. And the crossing, like I say, the crossing and passing have definitely been revamped from last year. I want to go team press, but basic, like I say, the team, everything does seem a lot better. And that was a terrible pass by Harry Kane. I'm not even going to lie. I mean, it went to the right person, but it just didn't go to his feet. Dembele, this is better. Eriksen outside. Danny Rose. Rose to get the ball across. But this, like I say, guys, this is incredible. It does feel very, very good, and it does feel that was a terrible attempt at that pass. Lucas, unlucky. Right. Right.
The Champions League has come a long way since it came into
Let's, thanks for that, Blizzard. But, no, like I was saying, I can't even remember what I was saying. But yeah, the player movements and animations do seem a lot better. The passing and everything does seem revamped. The first touch system has obviously been revamped as well. It doesn't feel like you're controlling... It doesn't feel like you're controlling just 11 robots. It does actually feel like you're controlling actual people. And I have to credit EA for that, because it does honestly seem like they have put a lot of work into the animations and everything. 50-50 battles as well make the game like a lot more realistic as well. Danny Rose now on the ball for Tottenham. Into Kane. Into Son. Son with the first touch. It's a... Oblak, good save, good save. It's the kind of save you'd expect Oblak to make in real life, to be honest. It was a simple save.
Space in abundance for Atleti.
Good strength there by Dembele. I like that. I like that. That's not the right pass, though. That was a terrible attempt. Dele Alli.
Here's Rodri.
Hugo Lloris pouncing on that ball there. That was beautiful.
No, he's got his positioning right, but it was a poor shot in the
Incredible throw. That's... that pass, though. That's not what I asked. Let's go. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Lucas has got no strength.
Moving through the gears. Now, what can he do here?
Trippier, good interception. And that is half time, guys, and it is 0-0 at, well, basically, I was going to say White Hart Lane there, but it's not White Hart Lane. I think it's the Santiago Bernabeu. It's not. It's the Estadio Metropolitano. But basically, everything does seem a lot more revamped. 50-50 challenges are a thing, like I said at the start of the video, and the referee doesn't seem to be getting involved a lot. He does let a lot, basically, it's not stop-start, guys. It isn't the stop-start gameplay that we're used to in FIFA. It's a lot better, in my opinion, because you're having to sort of play... you can play tiki-taka football and obviously the 50-50 challenges and just not have the referee get involved in every silly little foul. He does let the game flow, and that's one of the things I really like about this FIFA, or at least in the demo. At least it does let the game flow. Now Ericsson, get that ball into Son. That's a foul. That was meant to be a cross, and we'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah. I lost the ball, and I went to cross it, and I completely mistimed. That's the thing, guys. Timing is definitely a thing in FIFA 19. You have to time your tackles. You've got to time your shots. You've got to time the passes. It's all about timing in FIFA 19. That was a terrible decision by me to pass it back. So like I say, you can play tiki-taka football, but you've got to make sure that the passes is going to get to the player that you want. Vertonghen out of position.
A lot of momentum to this Atletico attack.
Dembele, good strength again. I like Moussa Dembele. So we are making a substitution, guys. I've took Heung-min Son off because he wasn't really doing much down that left-hand side anymore, and I've brought Eric Lamela on. But I'm not playing Lamela as a left mid. I'm playing Lamela as a right mid, and I've brought Lucas to this left-hand side. That's a very good punch there by Hugo Lloris. Can Danny Rose get this ball? It's alright, boys. Chase them out. Good tackle, Moussa Dembele. Comes away with the ball. Right, let's get that, Lucas. Oh! See, this is what happens, guys, when you try and play tiki-taka. It's just... Oh!
gone out. It is an Atletico substitution.
So they've took Thomas Lemar off. They've brought Vitolo on.
Minutes to go.
Dembele.
And it's Harry Kane.
That's a free kick.
That's a foul, and it will be a potentially dangerous free kick.
Referee, thank you.
Oh, definitely a yellow card, Derek.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, we know how to take free kicks.
But now is the time to go to the bench.
So they're bringing Stefan Savic on for Juan Fran. Now, question: do I keep Trippier on? You mean you can see this now on the screen? I think I keep Eriksen on, and he's just got to power it around that wall.
It might still work out for them. And it's got a goal kick coming up.
That was a good attempt at a free kick. That was a nice attempt.
Vitolo.
But basically, the free kick taken hasn't changed since FIFA 18. Like, you still take free kicks the exact same way you do in FIFA 18 than you do in FIFA 19.
Numerical situation. Saul.
Cross comes in.
Played into the
Oh!
high degree of difficulty to hit it on the volley like that, and it was close.
Well,
Tell ya.
it's all about timing. You've got to wait for the ball to come down.
That was close.
Very, very unlucky.
Dele Alli.
Dele Alli now.
Kane. Eriksen.
Christian Eriksen now.
Over the top. Follow Mella.
Lamela.
That's it was a 50-50, don't get me wrong, but I thought there was a foul in there, to be honest with you.
Only 10 minutes remaining here. Partey has lost it.
Lucas. Eriksen. That's
Given away by Christian
I thought I
Eriksen.
could squeeze the ball through, but obviously not. Diego Costa now on the ball.
5 minutes remaining then, and the score sheet remains.
Danny Rose is out of position, so is Alderweireld.
With the ball.
I need to select Vertonghen. I could not select Vertonghen. Why couldn't I select Vertonghen?
Last, they've
Oh, don't tell me that's still a thing.
Game. Tactics have played a part. Now they're going to have to change the tactics and see what happens.
Don't tell me that's still a thing in FIFA 19.
Awful lot of time.
Oh my god, I couldn't. I knew what was going to happen, guys. I was trying so hard to select Vertonghen,
of that goal.
and Griezmann just comes into the box completely unmarked. If I was like, this is what I was saying.
With Atletico in charge.
I really hope that is not a thing in FIFA 19, like in the final release, because
Lamela.
that really doesn't want to be in the final release. Kane into Lamela.
Is he going to punish them here?
Eriksen offside. Offside.
Himself onside. The flag has gone up.
Ah. I'm gonna have to go attacking now, guys. I'm gonna have to go for it. I need to push for a draw.
The referee's verdict is 3.
And they're straight through.
Vitolo's in here. And now can he keep calm? Well, let's see. Does he mean
That's
business?
that's Lloris. That's big man's. Harry Kane. Up. Win that. Don't win that then.
So, the end of the
And that is it, guys. And we'll have lost against Atletico Madrid 1-0. Antoine Griezmann, sorry, I was going to say Antonio. It's Antoine Griezmann in the 87th minute. And this is the screen that comes up at the end. So, as you can see, player 1, Tottenham, which is us, and the World Class AI. We lost 1-0 on World Class. Winner was the World Class AI, so that gets added to the stats, which I'll show you quickly in a moment. But as you can see on the stats on the screen right now, we were still in that game. We had a strong influence in that game, and obviously it just didn't happen for us. So we're gonna just advance now, and you get all the rigmarole that we went through at the start of the game. So I do like the feel of FIFA 19. I really do. I really do enjoy FIFA 19 demo. But I hope that the defensive selection, switching from player to player in the defence, isn't going to be an issue like it was in FIFA 18 when you wanted to select a centre back but you kept selecting the centre mid. I really hope that isn't a thing. But apart from that, that's the only issue I can point out so far of playing the demo. But like I say, guys, this is my verdict on the demo. My complete review of the demo is on my Twitter right now. at TalentFlameHD. Go over there, twitter.com/TalentFlameHD. Go ahead over there and basically check that out and basically see if you agree with me. I want to get some interaction on this and see what you guys think of the demo as well as what I think of the demo. But I think the demo is really good. I think that the gameplay is pretty solid. I do like the fact that they've brought in 50-50 challenges. The timing of your shots, it doesn't, the upgraded animations and everything, and the movements for the players and the goalkeepers. Referees are a bit more lenient and let the game flow. So I do like that. I do like how it feels, and we'll see how it progresses over the next few months. At the present moment, though, I doubt I'll be getting FIFA 19. I just want I want to see what the overall review is first, before, like from the actual player base and other YouTubers, before getting FIFA 19. Because at the end, I have got FIFA in the past, and it hasn't lived up to what it was in the demo. So I want to basically see if FIFA 19 changes after release. So thank you for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed the video, drop a thumbs up, we'd greatly appreciate it. If you want new around here, hit that subscribe button and the notifications icon so you know when I release new content. Like I say, guys, if you let me know what you think of the demo in the description, in the comment section down below. Like I say, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.